frustrating match. I mean, obviously Arizona's playing well and has some good wins recently, and they present some challenges, but we were disappointed in our effort and execution tonight, getting swept at home after playing them really tough on the road at their place. It's frustrating. One of our worst offensive outputs. We didn't have a player, an attacker, hit over 200 and just didn't have, didn't pass well, didn't connect well. And it's a match we can't get back, but hopefully we can learn from with our remaining 3 matches.
Jesse, did you feel like the team came out with the proper mindset and intensity, with other matches this weekend and having beaten Arizona previously? Was there any disappointment in that, or was it more a matter of execution?
I think our mindset's in a good place. We had a week off, so that we had some time to, I think, get feel better physically, and had some time to prepare. And yeah, we definitely didn't execute. I felt like our defensive game plan was pretty good, and we let them off the hook with some blocking mistakes, but it was really more just offensive rhythm tonight. We just didn't have that.
And Anna and Lily were outstanding tonight with a combined amount of 18 kills. What did you think about their game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Anna had 10 kills, and Lily had 8. It's not necessarily the total amount of kills; it's more just the efficiency, right? So, those 2 players, when they are on and good, I mean, we need those players to score for us and score efficiently for us to be successful, and we couldn't quite make that happen.
Coaching from the start of the year, got a young roster, a lot of development this year. How do you feel at this stage of this process for this year?
I mean, big picture, I think our younger players are getting better and learning from this experience. It's tough when you lose to the micro shot, like this wasn't a good match for us. But big picture, our younger kids, I think, are on the right path and growing. And I get asked this question a lot, and I think the development is there. Our practices are good. I think we're in a pretty good place culture-wise. We just got to go out and instead of talking about it, go out and doing it a little bit more.
I appreciate you're not a complainer, so there's this point in the match that call that challenge.
Are you drawing me into complaining about it?
No. I appreciate that you don't, so it'd be easy to, that call was horrible, but you just kind of move on. But in that call, what were we missing there? It looked like the touch coming over there was... Yeah,
you're not allowed to reach over the net and interfere with the ball or the player setting. And the referee did not feel like there was a foul committed. I felt like there was a foul committed.
Play like that, that's what I said. I mean, I appreciate you just kind of roll on and play, but it seemed like a pretty big moment in the match where that point had a lot of weight to it.
It's hard to say. There's going to be good calls and bad calls, and you can't hit 125 on a night and say, hey, we lost because of a bad call. That's just not how it works, right? That was a momentum call for sure, but we got to make our own momentum, and that's not why we lost the match. It was an interesting part of the match. That's not why we lost.
If you don't mind looking ahead just a little bit for those of us that aren't going to be here next week.
Okay.
You're saying farewell to a few seniors next Wednesday in the final home game. Not to take anything away from any of the rest of them, but obviously Taylor Simpson's played a huge role in this program for 4 years.
Yeah.
Maybe talk about how she has kind of interacted and provided the leadership this year. Obviously, maybe not the season she wanted to have as
Sure.
a team, but new look team, a lot of new pieces. How has she kind of fit in and provided the leadership there?
Yeah, I mean, Taylor's a great person, a great athlete, a great leader, and has been a starting setter for us for essentially 3 seasons. I think it's tough when you're a senior on a team that's really young, and when you're young and struggling a little bit, it can be even harder. I have nothing but respect for the way she's gone about this season, not only with how she carries herself and her own personal work ethic, but the example that she sets for everybody else. She's not a complainer. She's a kid that holds herself accountable and tries to hold everyone else accountable. And we're definitely going to miss her. She's the senior that maybe has played the largest role in this program, but a lot of the stuff we have other seniors that are a big part of our program as well, and I don't want to discount them either. We'll talk about them next week, I am sure. But we're going to miss this senior class. They're really good culture kids, and we hopefully will send them out the right way.
And kind of just looking into the matchup against Arizona State, how do you approach an outstanding team who's been having double-digit blocks in the last of their 5 games? How do you
Say that again. I'm sorry. Approach
How do you
Arizona State.
approach Arizona State as they've had double-digit blocks in the last 5 of their games? How do you approach that this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I think Arizona State's probably the class of the league right now. I think they're like atop the standings. They present a lot of issues defensively. I think they're really well coached, and they have middle blockers that read the game really well and do a nice job. I think what makes them especially good is their ball handling. They're probably the best passing team in the league, and they run the fastest offense in the league, and so they just put a ton of pressure on you from that standpoint. The last couple of times we played them, I felt like offensively we did okay. It's just, can we slow down their offense?
Thank you, Jesse.
Go Buffs.